There are times when editing video when the soundtrack is either too long or too short for your finished video. In which case, you can either duplicate it, try to make it match up to make it longer, or you can cut it and fade it when it's shorter, but neither of those options are ideal and don't always sound the best. So what you can do is use Adobe Audition to create the perfect length track for you. So let's look at how to do this. In this video example we have, the song ends at 34 seconds and 22 frames, whereas the video itself ends at, let me mute this momentarily, the video itself ends at 26 seconds and 11 frames. So we actually need to cut off 8 or so seconds. So let's look at how to do this. So you can open this straight into Audition, or you can right click on it and you can edit the clip on Audition, and it will open up inside of Adobe Audition. Once it's open, you can see it's its 34-second length here. And to make it the right length, we're going to create a multi-track session. You can give it a name and tell it where to save to, and hit OK. And then we will take the clip itself and drag it into the timeline. With the clip selected, you'll then go to the properties, and you'll go to the remix section, and you will enable a remix. And what that's going to do is analyze the song. Once it's finished, you're going to tell it your target or your ideal duration for the song. How long do you actually want it to be? In this case, ours ended at 26, and we'll just say 26 and a half seconds. And once I hit enter, it's going to go in, it's going to place some cuts. Now, depending on how long your song is and depending on how long your target duration is, this is going to look different, but it's going to put cuts in different locations. Now let's see if we can actually hear these cuts or not. I hear nothing at all, and you'll notice that it actually cut the song down here at the end. When you're finished with this, you need to save it. So we're going to go to File, Export, Multi-Track Mixdown, Entire Session. So you're going to mix down all those different files. In this case, we've only got one. And you can make that a WAV file or an MP3 in this case. I'm just going to make this an MP3. And I'm going to call it Song. I'm going to tell it where to save to, which is going to be inside that same folder. Right here, sounds good. And it will send the song out. I can close that. And when I come back in here, I'm going to go into my project panel. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to bring in my song that I just created. And if I pull that in now and I drag it and drop it, you'll notice it is much shorter than the original. I can now delete the original, pull this in, and it's now basically that perfect length to fit my video. And that is how you can remix songs to make them the correct length.